Hello everyone, this is going to be a very quick video today because I have to go to work in about 20 minutes, but I just wanted to get in a really quick video before I went. I'm sorry I look a bit of a state. This is my, I haven't had time to wash my hair hat. But hey, my carbuncle's gone. Okay, so this is just going to be a quick video about things I've been using a lot recently and that I've really liked. First of all, this is Q-Tex Nourishing Nail Polish Remover. I've basically all gone, there's a tiny bit left. And the reason I like this is it basically, I can't see any difference in the way it works from any regular nail polish. It gets your varnish off, it's fine. It's supposed to have vitamins and moisturisers and a nail whitening formula. I haven't actually seen anything of that. I mean, my nails certainly aren't weaker after using it, but they're not stronger. The reason I love this is the smell. Once I've used it, obviously don't sniff nail polish remover because it's a solvent, and while it can be fun, it can also be very bad. Oh god, I'm turning into like, don't do drugs kids, aren't I? Anyway, it smells sort of like, it's basically this amazing vanilla scent. It's a bit like custard or creme brulee or something. And just once I've done my nails, it lots of nail polish that's scented, kind of, it has the smell and then it has the kind of underlying solventy nail polishy smell, and this, once you've used it, doesn't have that smell. Once it's sort of dried down and evaporated, it just smells of the vanilla and it's lovely. Okay, that's that. Next, gosh, exceptional wear, long-lasting foundation in number 11 porcelain. Now it's kind of hard to think of a way to say this without sounding really big-headed, but I've got quite good skin. I don't have much in the way of visible pores, and it's just kind of quite even, and I very rarely get breakouts, although recently I've had 2 horrible, evil spots. The only thing I have is, it's hard to see in this light because it's very flattering, but I have a kind of circle of redness here. I don't know if it's like a very, very mild form of rosacea, or it's pronounced rosacea, isn't it? I'm not sure. Or just kind of flushed constantly, I don't know what it is. So that's sort of the only thing I really need to hide. I don't get bad under eye circles, I just get a kind of blueness here. So I don't actually use this all over my face because I end up looking a bit kind of cakey and full on. I use this actually as a concealer under my eyes and kind of around my nose, where I get a tiny bit of redness in the crease here, and on the sides where, as I said, I get a lot of redness. And it's really good for that. It's, I would say it's a full coverage foundation. I'm going to do a swatch for you, but it's actually a very good match for my skin, so it might be hard to see. Yeah, okay, you can't see anything in this light. Oh, there. You can just see it there. Now, it's not a perfect match for me. It's still a little bit yellow. I've got very odd, kind of very, very pale, very pink skin. It's got very few yellow undertones at all. And finding a drugstore foundation is very hard to get one to match me. There's a couple that work. This one works quite well, and one by NYX in the palest shade, which I think is just called Pale. Anyway, the formula of this is really good. It's full coverage, which means I can just use it as a concealer, and I set it with a bit of powder. I don't really know how long it lasts. I never have a problem. I've got dry skin, so I don't really have a problem with makeup kind of sliding off like some people with oily skin do. I wouldn't say it's particularly moisturising, but it doesn't really highlight any dry patches. Let's see, does it make any claims? And it says last for many hours. I guess that's right. I haven't noticed it fading off before I take off my makeup, but yeah. Okay, next up, Model's Own Lip Balm. This colour is Red Hot, but I have 3 of these in various colours and they all do the same job. And I really hate talking about these things because I had a real big problem with Model's Own. I wrote a story about it on my blog. Basically, someone of their company took a picture of my blog without asking, and that just really got on my nerves. And then there was the whole 50% discount thing where I tried for a week, like every day, trying to get on, and I couldn't get on because of the website. And I don't know, it just kind of leaves a bad taste when they kind of offer you an incentive, because that was like a kind of, hey, we've made 100,000 likes on Facebook or whatever, so here's your reward. And then so many people couldn't take advantage of the reward because their website was not prepared. It just, I don't know, it left a bad taste in my mouth that afterwards when people said, you know, I've been trying for weeks, they just went, well, sorry, some people managed to get through. And it's a bit the same with the Sleek thing that happened recently, although with the Sleek thing it was worse, but at least they extended the offer in an attempt to try and get people through. Anyways, so I was saying, so I don't want to like Model's own products, but I can't help it. This is amazing. It is the most pigmented lip balm I've ever seen. It's basically, it's like a bit like a liquid lipstick. In fact, here's a swatch of it. Look, can you see how opaque that is? Now obviously for some people you wouldn't like that, but they also come in colours that aren't opaque. Just clears or kind of very slightly pink. I don't have any of those because I love opaque stuff. It lasts for ages. I've worn this for about 5 hours, and the colour kind of, it did fade, but it faded very slowly down, so it just kind of left like a sheerer red on my lips. It didn't go patchy, it didn't kind of slide off, it didn't feather, which is really bizarre on my lips. Everything feathers, especially something that's kind of like this, like a lip balm. It smells great. They all have different smells. This one, the red one, is strawberry. I have a pink one that is raspberry, and an orange one which is kind of a tangerine flavour. They smell lovely. It's okay, it's a lip balm, and like I was thinking, well, this is so opaque, it's not going to actually feel like a lip balm, but it does. Afterwards, it actually leaves my lips feeling softer. Also, I just can't feel it on there. For ages I was thinking, oh, it must have faded off because I can't feel anything, but it's still there. Like, often if you're wearing a lip gloss, there's a kind of sticky feeling that you just can't ignore. I don't really know what else to say. The packaging, some people do find irritating. If you don't like pots, you do have to dip in your finger or use a lip brush. But this is just fantastic. It's not quite as moisturising as like a regular, I need a tissue, I've got a swatch all over my finger. It's not quite as moisturising as like a lip balm, say like from Lip Salve or something, because this is designed to be colourful as well, but it's just really great. Okay, next is the Wonder Woman matte blush in Mighty Aphrodite. Now I got this from a lovely friend whose blog I will link to, thank you Wendy, who lives in the US, so I got it for cheaper. And now the thing is with me, I think because my skin is so pink, I've never really tried, the light is terrible today, you can't really see this. Oh, if I do that, that's the best, that's the most like the actual colour. Anyway, I'll put it away for now. I've got very pink skin, which means I generally only wear pink or red blushes, or if I'm, you know, if I feel like just doing a kind of fantasy weird look, then I might use orange blush or something like that. But I've never really used peach, which is like a big blush colour with some people. Loads of people love pink blush, and I've never really used one before, so I thought I should get a few. And I've tried a couple of really peach ones, and they just don't work for me. I don't know why. I think it's just because my skin has so little yellow in it that having a peach blush looks a bit weird, because peach obviously has yellow in it. But this one is great. I'm wearing it today, and you can't see because the lighting is making me overexposed, but because it's got this this kind of colour which is getting a bit washed out here, is sort of this part, the light part, is just a peach with a kind of goldy pinky tone, and then this bit down here is a sort of rosy pink colour, which it's not a blue based pink, the lower one, and it's darker. And now if I use the top one on my own, I get the same problem I do with most peach blushes, but I can use the bottom one on its own because it's darker and more red based. But if I swirl them together, I get this just gorgeous sort of slightly pinky, rosy, goldy, lovely colour. I'm wearing it today. I think I said that already. Also, I love the packaging. Lots of people don't like it because it's quite tacky, but I love tackiness. It's so shiny and bright, and I love the fact you get the mirror, and I love the gold rim. The only thing I would say is the mineralised skin finish ones in this have a kind of gold ring around the outside, and I think that looks really nice. It would be nice if this had that, but it's fine. And finally, the last thing I've been using lots recently This is from High Voltage Cosmetics, which is a small indie brand, which I'll link to, and this is Just a Girl Lip Candy. First of all, I'll do a swatch. It is the oh God, the lighting is terrible, I'm really sorry. It is the most beautiful light purple colour. I guess it's a lilac, but it's slightly darker than a lilac. It's a bit more pigmented. Okay, so here's a swatch. Okay, you're going to have to look at my blog where I'm going to have some pictures of my lips because it looks horrible here. It looks grey. I need to find better light in my house. Anyway, it is an absolutely stunning colour. It's opaque in 1 or 2 strokes. You can't, can you see that? That's 1 stroke of colour. What else can I say about this? I've worn this for about, I think the longest time I've worn this was just I went out, so it was about 5 hours. I haven't actually tested to see how long this can last, but it was absolutely fine by the end of the 5 hours when I took it off. Again, this is something that just feels like I had nothing on. Like, during the time I wore it out, I was kind of thirsty, and I kept kind of doing this, and just kind of messing with my lips. I can't remember why, so I just assumed by the end of the night my lipstick had worn off. I didn't have a mirror, so I just asked my friend, and they said, no, it's fine, and I thought, they're probably lying, but I'll just go home anyway. And then when I got home, which is about an hour away, it was actually absolutely fine, so I don't know how that happens. Again, it doesn't feel like I've got anything on my lips. It's got a slight mint smell, which, you know, personally mint isn't my favourite, but it's fine. You can't really tell it once it's on, it's just when you're applying that you can smell it. It doesn't have a moisturising effect, but it certainly isn't drying at all, and it's really lovely to apply. It's creamy and smooth, and I just love it. And also, indie brands are often very cheap, and I think this is about $5 or something, which is just amazing. One of the best products I bought recently. And I have to go to work now. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Comment if you want to see anything, and I can pop swatches or a bigger written review on my blog if you're interested. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.